Hey sports fans, thanks for stopping by the Phool Show. Of course, I'm Foolish Phil, and it's Thursday, August 30th, and that means college football really begins tonight. You have a few good games tonight, even more good games Friday, and then Saturday, the regular schedule is just unearthed, and woohoo! I am ready for some good football. Last week, no doubt the best game was Hawaii versus Colorado State. I'm hoping we'll get some good games like that this week. Now, as a Michigan fan, Michigan obviously, I'm going to start with, to me, the biggest game of the week in Michigan at Notre Dame. Now, you have two coaches who, in their own fan bases, are kind of embattled. Kelly and Harbaugh. Kelly, he had a good run, and recently, though, he's been just not getting the results. That's the thing with Notre Dame. It's like either national championship or nothing because they're not part of any conference. Harbaugh is kind of having the same thing, though. It's year 4. It's supposed to be the year to get it all done. See if he can get it done Saturday night and this year. Now, I have some keys I'm thinking are going to be the reason for giving Michigan a win or a loss. Now, Michigan has to establish the run. I don't know how much of a good defensive line Notre Dame has. I hear they have a really good one. I heard it's comparable to Michigan, but you got to see how it goes. And that brings up the offensive line of Michigan, too. We need to establish the run. How much can we run? If we can rush for 150 yards, I think we win the game. Secondly, the offensive line is super important for another reason. Keep Shea Patterson upright. If you give him time, give those wide receivers more time to get open. Maybe he can scramble for some big third down conversions. Important, the offensive line, offensive line, offensive line. Always win the turnover battle. Do not turn the ball over on the road. Another big factor, Notre Dame's, the fan base is going to be on fire. It's opening night. It's like prime time. Notre Dame's 5-0. 5-0 in nighttime games. You know what? Time to make that 5-1. We got to get there, come out real fast, get up on them early, and get those fans to be quiet, to hush them down, and that'll make things so much better. Another thing that's not really in Michigan's control, but try to eliminate the luck of the Irish. All those little breaks that go their way, got to control that as best we can. Don't let them get any momentum. Keep stuffing them. Keep putting your foot on their throat until they are done. Now, looking ahead to the game, my foolish prediction, I'm predicting Michigan winning the game, getting their first road win over a ranked team since I think 2006, maybe it's 2004, just forever. But I'm predicting Michigan to win the game 27-10. I think you're going to have Higdon's going to get about 100 yards rushing, Evans maybe a 65, right? So about 175 total rushing. Maybe Patterson will get 20 yards on scrambles. I'm also looking for Patterson to get 200 yards passing and two passing touchdowns. One to Collins, one to Donovan Peoples-Jones. So there, you heard it from the Phool. Michigan wins 27-10. Now, other big games, starting with the Big Ten. Some obviously cupcakes are always on the agenda for Big Ten teams. New Mexico State loses to Minnesota. Northwestern over Purdue. I still think Northwestern's not going to have that great of a year this year, but they're going into Purdue. I give Northwestern the advantage. That game's tonight, Thursday. Friday night's games, Utah State gets blown out by Michigan State. You have Wisconsin obliterates Western Kentucky, no doubt about that. Saturday, Oregon State defeats... Sorry. I'm only in my foolish dreams. Ohio State beats Oregon State. Texas takes out Maryland. They don't have DJ Durkin. Their coaching staff's in turmoil. Yeah, Maryland has no chance to get 2 wins in a row over Texas. Maryland loses, Texas. I'm going to go with Iowa over Northern Illinois. I was kind of hemming and hawing on this, or Northern Iowa. They went in and beat Nebraska last year. So, I mean, they're not a sleeper team, but I think Iowa at home, that place is always a tough place to win. Just ask Michigan 2 years ago, ask Ohio State last year. Iowa wins that game. I'm going to take Auburn over Washington. That's probably deemed the best football game of the weekend. Number 9 Auburn hosting number 6 Washington, or number 5 Washington, whatever it is. Should be a great game. That game has a lot of playoff potential because Washington plays such a loser weak conference that this, at least it's deemed that way, this is like their big showcase game. If Washington can win this, it probably sets them up to get into the college football playoff because no one stays up to watch those games that start at 10:30 at night on the East Coast. So they really got to come out and win this game, but I don't think it's going to happen. They got to come all the way over from Washington. I don't see it happening. Auburn's going to take that game. Let's see here. Next ones. Sunday, Miami over LSU. And Monday's game, Virginia Tech takes down FSU. I do have one upset pick in the Big Ten. I'm actually going to take Texas State coming in and beating Rutgers. So that's my upset pick. The Phool picks Texas State to come in and beat Rutgers. I'm also picking Indiana to lose to FIU, and those are my picks. At the end of every broadcast, like next week, I'll update this on my pick week and tell you how I did. You can listen back and see how I did, and we'll see how well the Phool does at picking games. So those are the Big Ten games and other big games. When the NFL starts, I'll give you some big games in there, and the Detroit Lions pick as well. Now, if you think Michigan, Notre Dame's going to come down a different way, if you think the score is going to be different, if you think that Kelly's going to get the win over Harbaugh, if you think, different reasons, put them in the description below. Give me some comments. Let me know what you think. If you think Michigan's going to pull it out, yeah, I hope you're right. I really appreciate you watching the Phool Show, watching my first prediction week of the college football season. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you really like it, subscribe. Appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching, and go Blue! Beat Notre Dame. Let's get it, guys. Come on, go Blue!